You know that feeling, right? That quiet, heavy feeling in your heart when you've been praying for something, making dua, and it just seems to go unanswered? Well, today, we're going to look into what's really happening in that silence.
Maybe you've prayed for that job, for relief from anxiety, for love. I mean, you've asked again and again and again.
And then, nothing. The silence that follows can feel, well, just deafening. The situation hasn't changed. That ache is still there. It feels like you're right back where you started.
But what if something did change? What if it's not actually silence? What if the answer is already unfolding, but maybe in a way you just can't see yet?
It's totally natural. When the results we want don't show up right away, that little whisper of doubt starts to creep in. So let's talk about that feeling of maybe not being heard.
And to answer that whisper, we have to turn to a divine promise. A promise that honestly, it changes the entire game.
Look at these words. Call upon me. I will respond to you. This is an absolute guarantee. But notice the word used, respond. It doesn't say, I will give you exactly what you asked for right this second. The response is promised, but that response is way more merciful and wise than just a simple transaction.
So what is dua anyway? It's not like putting a coin in a cosmic vending machine and waiting for something to drop. It's so much more profound. It's the very heart of worship. It's that moment you admit you need help and you connect directly with the one who can give it. Just the act of asking, that in itself is a huge success.
Okay, now we're getting to the core of it. There's a teaching from the Prophet, peace be upon him, that completely reframes this whole experience. It tells us that every single sincere prayer is answered in one of three ways, and they're not always obvious.
This table lays it out perfectly. Every dua you make falls into one of these categories. You've got direct fulfillment, you've got mitigation of harm, and you have a stored reward. Let's break down what each of these really means.
So this is the one we all recognize, right? You pray for something and you get it. But even here, notice it says it could be immediate or it could be postponed. The key takeaway here is so important. A delay is not a denial.
Now, this one is the hidden mercy. It's a game changer. You're praying for something and you don't get it. And yeah, you feel disappointed. But what you can't see, what's invisible to you, is that your prayer acted like a shield. It pushed away some harm, some calamity that you never even knew was headed your way.
And honestly, this might just be the absolute best outcome of them all. That thing you desperately wanted in this temporary life gets converted into an eternal reward for the next one. Can you just imagine? On the day of judgment, when you need it most, you see these mountains of good deeds, and you're told these are from all the prayers you thought went unanswered.
Okay, so this whole idea of waiting, it's tough. I get it. But there's a powerful story from the life of a prophet that shows us just how much wisdom there's in that wait.
Let's talk about the story of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. He's imprisoned, totally unjustly, and of course, he's praying for freedom. But what happens? Years pass. That wait must have been an incredible test of his faith. But when he finally walks out of that prison, he doesn't just walk out a free man. He walks out as a leader of the entire nation. It's a reminder that sometimes, while you feel completely stuck, Allah is actually building your future into something far greater than you ever could have imagined for yourself.
So we know the response is guaranteed, but the scholars do mention certain conditions. Think of them less like hurdles and more like ways to clear the line, to align our own hearts for the best possible connection.
So, of course, the request has to be for something good, something lawful. But look at the others: sincerity, certainty, and patience. The moment we start to despair and say, I prayed, but it didn't work, we risk closing that door ourselves. We have to have certainty in our hearts.
And the tradition also highlights that some prayers have a direct line. The prayer of someone who's been wronged, the prayer of a traveler, and a parent's prayer for their child. These are answered without a doubt, which really shows us where the divine focuses on justice, on vulnerability, and on love.
So let's pull all of this together. The next time you make dua and you find yourself in that waiting period, I want you to remember this framework. This is about shifting your mindset from one of doubt to one of deep, deep trust.
Let this really sink in. Your dua is never ignored, ever. It has been heard. Right now, it is being processed with infinite wisdom and mercy by the Lord of all worlds. That wait isn't emptiness. It's an active divine process that's unfolding for you. This means you literally cannot lose. Think about it. You're in a perfect win-win-win scenario.
Either you get exactly what you want, you get protected from a harm you never saw coming, or you get the ultimate prize, an eternal reward. There is absolutely nothing to lose when you raise your hands to pray.
And this beautiful hadith, it just gives us such an incredible insight. The idea that your Lord is shy to return your hands empty. It's just such a profound statement of his generosity and mercy. Your hands will be filled, either with what you asked for or with something so much better.
So from now on, when you pray and you're in that period of waiting, try not to see it as silence, see it as love, see it as protection, see it as a perfect plan unfolding. Just trust the timing of the most merciful.